Greetings guys, this is Rich. Hope your morning or whatever time it is for you is good. So I've done a little bit of scanning, as per usual. Found a 6 out of 10 and Mackie, got that done. And then we had a whole one jump for R10, which is Horde staging. So me and MD went out and about to get a little bit, like a little solo, a duo thing going on, right? So good little thing here. Loki lands 10 off me. This is very bad for me. I find this name of this gentleman familiar. I don't know if I've heard it in a stream before, but he's very fast. I looked up his Loki fit after this. It's about a free build Loki, so there's no escaping this Loki. So I was like, alright, empty, let's try and kill this Loki. But looking at his fit, it's like a guest extra large, one of those crazy shield boosters. So there's no chance breaking this. I was going for MD to put ECMs on Loki so I could potentially break this off, and then I could pull range. The Moa is quite far off the Osprey Navy. At this point, we should have kind of just seen that this guy wasn't breaking. Put TPS on a Moa or Osprey Navy. I think we do end up doing this. I'm kind of freaking out. I'm like, oh no! My Cerb. I've never had a good time with Cerberuses yet. They're great fun to fly, and this skin I've got for them looks sick, man. It looks so sick. Like glow's red and then blue when you're warping. So this Loki's on top of me, man. I know I'm going to die at this point. Let's try and take something with it at this point. I'm losing focus. I end up shooting this wolf. I should be really shooting Jackdaw. The kind of smaller stuff. Maybe get a few kills before I go down here. Because at this point, the fireworks are going off. I am dead at this point. So I've pretty much just said, alright, GG. Cerberus is going to go down here. Thankfully, your boy MD managed to pull off in his Vedmak. So at least he didn't get both of us. We nearly get this wolf, but he activates assault damage control. And yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to get him. Well, it's close actually. But I believe he does end up pulling out here, or I die before I'm able to kill him. Perhaps when he had assault damage control on the go, should be more focused and maybe put DPS onto that Sneesis. Maybe got a Sneesis. But yes, GF Horde. It's just a shame that goddamn Loki was there. Alright boys, disclaimer, I wasn't quite a peak performance for it as Cerb and as Raven. Alright, just finished work, 6 o'clock in the morning shift. I'm shattered here, boys. The reflexes aren't where they should be. So just keep that going forward. So MD was on the other side in the Hyperion baiting for a fight. Way too much stuff came. MD jumps back through the hole and I'm like, oh god. Hoping maybe tag this for a little bit. I didn't actually kind of clue on to what was here and how much actual DPS was on this grid. Actually, MD stays for a bit and we're going to primary this Harbinger. I should be approaching the wormhole at this point. I don't have an MWD, I'm MGD fit. If it was MWD fit and approached the hole, would have probably been fine. Just because we're being one pointed at this point. The Harbinger is on the wormhole, so I believe he jumps through. And we actually don't get that Harbinger kill, which is a real shame. but MD ends up jumping through because his tank is getting very well tested. I don't notice I'm getting like destroyed here. I don't have my adaptive heat, don't have my XL ASBs on the go, and I just get nuked, man. They had like a Paladin, Leshak and all that. If I was a bit more clued on, I might be able to get back to the wormhole and back through. But yeah, I wasn't going to point today, boys. That's a bad show on my part, so I do apologize. Okay, after those losses, I want to recoup some of those. When I said I completed 6 out of 10 before, I'd done the first part, I hadn't done the Escalation. The Angel 6 out of 10 is weird and that has 2 parts. This is the second part, almost complete. I just worked down NPCs. Brung in a Tengu to do these quite easily. We ham Tengu. I'm keen for the Tengu, mate. The Tengu has some really sweet skins. He's been one of my favourite strategic cruisers. He'd probably be more optimal running a Loki for this. So you want to really be shooting Nova at Angel Rats. But the kinetics, they're second lowest resist, so it's still a thing to use a Tengu. So I continue just working down these rats. Like the loot potential of a 6 out of 10 is huge, man. Because a guest props, like cruiser size, are worth a fortune at the moment. And guest A-type adaptives are also a really nice price. So the loot potential of this site's like potentially 1.5 bill, I'd say. I think you're guaranteed like about 50 mil from the Overseer's personal effect. It might be slightly under 50 mil. And probably what, like 30 mil or something from the bounties. So it's an alright little site to do, worth doing. It does take some time. But this is the domination rat. Kill him. And then we'll loot and we'll see. My mate's been doing a lot of DDs recently. Trinity, he's been having really bad luck. So let's see how... Mine has been pretty poor as well, to be fair, man. So let's go check, see what we get here. And I actually get some okay-ish luck. And we get about 300 mil. That's signable. PPC's worth about 120 mil, and then the rest of the loot. Okay, after this I continue doing a little bit more scanning my stair, looking for wormholes and doing an occasional little DD side that I can do. This is a 2 out of 10, it's okay to do in this stair with it. I haven't had much luck with 1 out of 10s and 2 out of 10s in terms of loot. And this site is no exception, but they're still worth doing, right? Get some nice A-type, not A-type, sorry. I guess it'd be B-type frigate. Like prop mods and small guest shield boosters, and potentially I think a Dramiel BPC from this site, so you can get a little bit of loot from this. Nothing too crazy. I only get the Overseer's personal effect, which is worth I think less than a mil, so a complete waste of our time. But God, losses after losses, boys. These covert sites are terrifying, right? So what I usually do is do the secure data bank or the different named can, and then do a second one. So that way I can always get out in time. I don't know what it was, maybe my sleep deprived mind, or the greed mix didn't get enough. But we'll see. So these sites, if you fail, I believe if you fail the hack, the can explodes and it can potentially kill your ship depending on the EHP level. I think if you're like a cruiser size, you should be fine, I think. Like if you do them in like a buffer tank strat, you'll do research that before you do it. But if you're in some like frigate sites like this, I think if you fail the hack or you're here for longer than 2 minutes, the site explodes and you'll probably lose your frigate. But they are worth doing, so you can get some really nice drops. Just be quick and don't fail the hacks. Learn about the rule of... Is it rule of 6? I can't remember what it's called, but it's a good way to scan. Look up rule of 6 if you're interested in doing a lot of scanning. It'll help you leaps and bounds. So at this point, I'd be... I'd usually be getting out at this point. No, 2 cans, I'm happy. No, I've got a little bit extra loot. But something just compelled me. There's something in this can, man. Because there's like good implants you can get from these sites that are worth a lot. I don't know if it's the worms and wormholes that contain those really good drops. But I just felt it, mate. This can had something good in it, right? I should have had like a stopwatch or something on the go just to see how much time I had left. Like, oh god damn it! I had 30 mil in it, and then as it's about war, boom, I'm dead. So that's my hubris that got me killed there. I should have just done my 2 regular cans. Okay, I scanned down to 5 out of 10 with the Straios was running. I messed up trying to catch this gentleman. I MGD'd him towards him before I lock him. If I had locked him, MGD'd him top, and then long pointed him before he warped here, I would have had him because he looked like he wasn't aligning or looking to warp out straight away. But I guess he was late, which is good though. Okay, and after all that feeding, what basically happened was Beltram pinged to take a little Union fleet into null. Another shout out to Baldrob, streams Twitch. He was streaming this said Union fleet. His link will be in the description. Feel free to give the gentleman a follow. He does a lot of solo, small gang, fleet stuff. Got it all covered, boys. So feel free to give him a watch. Lovely chap. Lovely chap. So we basically killed these Munions and saves. I don't believe we lose anyone on our side. I could be wrong. I believe we might have lost a T1 Logi, who's someone from stream. So sorry. I believe it was Talius is your name. Sorry for that. Or Hero Logi from the Twitch stream. But yeah, basically what keeps them coming back twice is we have the what do you call it? The Phoenix tackled. We were on that Phoenix for so long, man. I think it was close to like 40 minutes, even longer. Just trying to like nuke down his like capacitor and his cap charges, whilst our dudes were keeping them bubbled so that they can get hauler on top of them, just to what's called replenish the gentleman. So that's basically what kept the fight going. We fought the Munions once they reshipped. I believe the second time they brought more Celestis or something, which is very interesting. Perhaps trying to like damp down our Munions and whatnot. But it seems like we won both skirmishes. Which is, like, thank you so much for bringing the fight, Munion Bros. It's nice to get a little null fight like this every once in a while. Great F scene by Beltram. Yeah, great following primaries by myself. Might say so. Yeah, mutants can be quite fun. It's just a little shame what ends up happening here near the end. Seeing as we put so much effort into trying to kill this goddamn, what do you call it? Dreadnought. But the two fights beforehand were super cool, man. Yeah, we just keep on working down these mutants. Like, I'm terrified, man. I'm just anticipating that alpha. So, I'm always close to hovering over the need shield icon, man. I find that these fleet fights are more, like, stressful to me than the solo fights these days. But, yeah, sorry for no solo stuff. I tried to get a good couple of fights in my Harpy today, but no one was having any of it. I'm not sure if it's just because it's Tuesday and no one's keen for PvP. But, yeah. So those two fights end up finishing. The mutants or whatever don't come back. We see the Gorgon Glade dudes arrive in local, and we're like, oh yes! They're going to help us kill the Dread! No, they start shooting us, which is very unfortunate. So yeah, they end up forcing us off, unfortunately. We have a very hard time handling their comp. Because I believe they're all oversized prop fits, and like oversized things are bad for arty. So yeah, we're having a very hard time tracking them. So we end up just disengaging, then getting back to the wormhole and back home. So GF to everyone involved in the mutant versus mutant fight. And yeah, sorry to get you in a solo today, boys. But I do hope you had a lovely, what day is it today? Tuesday. Yeah, wish you a good Wednesday also. A good weekend and all. So yes, take care, boys, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.